Hit the button. We're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys, I couldn't believe it because I got back from my ride, and then when I got your email, it was going through the commercial segment. And then when it
Yeah.
comes on, it's like, holy smokes, these guys, I mean, they've got a couple climbs to go, but man, they just ate this thing up. Jeez.
Yeah. 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 When I started the Dutch broadcast, they were saying they were already an hour on the way, and they had done 54 kilometers, and they were saying they are going to be so much faster than the fastest time schedule that's in the tour book. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I'll better email you.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did.
Gosh.
Whoever's out there, we got one person. We're starting early because these guys are going to be finished early. So we just
Yeah.
flipped the switch early. So
Yeah.
whoever you are out there, the one person,
Oh, three. Haha.
we're up to three now. Yep.
We're on to three
Started
now.
started early, folks. Started early because the race is flying along.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I think it will be over in 20 minutes. Yeah.
What do they got? 13 miles to go. A couple
Mm.
climbs. Yeah. 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hi, Darlene.
Hey, Darlene. Started early, folks, because the race is at the end here.
Yep.
Lori. Yes, we are.
Oh,
We
hello.
the race is 12 miles left. These guys are riding like a runaway
Yeah.
train today. So we started early because we're probably gonna. The race is probably going to be done by the time we would normally start. Is basically what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let
Nah.
me see if I have.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that works.
think it's going to be Pokachar,
Yep.
but it would be lovely if it's Van de Poel.
Yeah. What have they done to the? Oh yeah, they're eating up the breakaway in a hurry. I thought would be fun if Garen Thomas could stay away in the
Yeah.
breakaway and win one more, but I don't think it's going to happen. And there is no mercy.
Nope.
We got people coming for dinner tonight, the church group. And so last night I started cleaning up this room because I knew people, because it's yeah. Normally it's in pretty decent order, but when all these shows and you get
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
out, and if I don't take time to put it all back right after the show, it starts to accumulate, and it had gotten pretty bad, and so I got half of it done, so the rest of it today.
Not bad. Nah. Oh, I finished the Jessica, so I'm now on the beating.
Oh,
Beating.
outstanding, outstanding.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. I'm really glad it's over.
I got to work on mine today, so I have something to show on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, come on. See.
Hi, folks. We started early because the racing is flying along way ahead of schedule. So we started early just so we'd have some racing going on while we were doing this. So that's why you got the notification early. So we have 7 people: Rebecca,
Yep.
Lori, Darlene. Yep.
Yeah, they're basically nearly done.
Yep. They were saying that, oh, yeah, the crowds are magnificent. Yeah, they were saying that the crowds were just fantastic at the end. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because it's on a not quite a mountain, but yeah, a bump in the road.
Yeah.
They go slow, so that's the best place to be on the road and watch them.
I would like to do one of those. There's of course there's a million tours and stuff around the Tour de France for average everyday cyclists, and it would be fun to do one of those because I've seen a couple where they'll get you accommodations and you can watch the race and then you can ride some of the some of the stages, and
Yeah.
it would be fun to do. A lot of dollars to do it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. When they last year when they were in, was that Bologna? Yeah, where they had that very steep ascent to the sanctuary.
Oh
We
yes.
walked that one. It was the covered walkway up there.
Oh.
Man, that wasn't fun. It was so steep. And
Uh,
okay, it was a warm day, so yeah, a bit difficult. But yeah, we live at altitude. We're pretty healthy and fit people, and we were just going up there, and it's stairs, and the treads, the steps, they are not all even. So
oh.
yeah,
Oh.
no, but even so, yeah, no,
Not fun.
no, 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 no. Beautiful, but not fun.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that strange how you get those old things where the stairs aren't even, and how much more effort that makes you put in?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
weird
yeah,
because it shouldn't make that much of a difference, but yeah, after a while
but
it
it
gets
does.
really annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, these guys are just flying. These guys are out of their minds. They came to race today.
yeah.
Wow.
Uh, it is so fast.
Cousteau. It's got now the chase. Oh, he got away from the breakaway, but there's only
Yeah,
39 seconds from him to the peloton. The peloton is just eating them alive.
yeah.
It's got to be deafening going through a crowd like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
everybody's waving things at you, and
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. But they are behind a little rope, so that's a good thing. They're very, very well behaved. Oh, something went wrong. Feet on the ground. Hmm.
Ooh. And these people with these smoke things, why do they have to do that?
Don't know.
I don't
Ooh,
understand.
who went down?
Somebody just slipped. They
Hmm.
just slipped down and they got up and
Yeah. Gosh, 13%.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. It'll get your attention.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now somebody just threw water. Oh, they're throwing. Well, if it's water, I suppose it's okay. It's a hot day.
Wow.
There's a race here in the States, a gravel race, worldwide famous, called Unbound, and all the pros race the 200-mile race. It's quite grueling, and the
Oh yeah.
celebration at the end is the race organizers have people at the finish line spraying champagne on you. No,
No,
I don't
no,
get it. So
no.
imagine, well, 8-9 hours on dirty, dusty roads in heat, and you
Yeah.
finish, and they spray champagne on you. It's like, oh, get out of here!
Yeah.
Just, ugh. Yeah, I don't understand it.
The smell.
I
Yuck.
know, I know, and that stuff stings your eyes too. But yeah, they just
Yeah.
it's their thing. Oh, we got Gina. Yeah, yeah, Gina.
Oh.
Let's pull for electricity all day today for you. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
this,
Oh
this,
yeah, I
this-
put my order in, Gina, and I saw that you shipped it, so you were very fast. Thank you.
Oh, you ordered from her. Oh, good.
Yeah. I saw all the stuff you bought and Beth. So yeah, I need to add to the stash too.
Professional enabling. That's what we call that. Yep.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to poke around a little bit and have some fun, go to Gina B Silkworks. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah. Set aside an hour before you sign on though, because
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
there a minute.
Bring your credit card. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Don't go there thinking you'll be in and out in 5 minutes. It's not going to happen. So no.
Eh.
But a lot of fun stuff there, and different
Yeah.
stuff, different from the
Yeah.
norm. That's the cool part. Yeah. Yeah. Check her out. June. What did I say? June 1 was when we did the show with Gina. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was June 1, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Go check that out. Gina B Silkworks.
Yeah.
The one of the podcasts I was listening to on my bike ride. Yeah, I'll take it. Yep, that's all right. Itching. Yep, I'll take all the blame. Not a problem. Not the first time.
No.
They were talking about how yesterday Toddy had all three jerseys, and the mountain bike jersey went to the guy who was in third place because Milan, I think it was Milan or something like that. He's the Belgian national champion, and so he couldn't wear that. The Belgian jersey takes precedent over the king of or the
Yeah.
climbing jersey, so it went to the third guy. So that was the first I'd ever heard of that, because normally it's just the second guy and that's it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the national jersey took precedence, so I thought that was different. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Itching her Avlia addiction so much that she has to have a spreadsheet to track them all. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Well, they ripped through that. 8 miles to go already. Wow. Uh, um, yeah, for people who are joining us, started early because the
Yeah.
racing is just about over. So
Yeah.
that's why we signed on early. Happened a couple times last year where the racing just went so fast. They're just so much faster these days. So
Yeah. I think they will need to start later next year because
yeah,
this is sort of okay for the Germans. Yeah, they're sort of coming home now. The
uh,
Dutch, bit later. So
uh,
yeah, nah, most
yeah,
people will miss it, and I think at some point people will start to complain.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Here, Robin's signing in here,
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, with her piece. Uh-huh.
but she's not there.
Hmm.
You're a black panel, Robin. I'm gonna sign you out. Try again, because we had that piece we were gonna look at.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive, Itching. 63 kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Do you the Dutch? Hey, Paula, they're almost done. Paula, don't tell us who won.
No.
Paula already knows who won. The what was I going to ask you? Nah.
Something about the Dutch?
Oh, do you watch over the internet or is it just a TV
Yeah.
channel?
No, I don't have a TV, so I watch over the internet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No. It's easiest. No.
Yeah.
Now I have my iPad laying sort of next to me, and
Ah,
then the laptop in front of me, and it works.
it's a TV production studio at Jessica's.
Yeah,
There's Robin.
yeah.
There's Robin.
Oh,
Oh,
hi,
good.
Robin.
Hang on. Let me get into my holder.
No hurry. We're fine.
I know. Ouch. I always pinch my fingers with this stupid thing. All right. Let's get the camera oriented a little better here. All right. Which way do I need to move? Back a bit?
I have no idea. Hang on just a second.
That's me.
That's you.
That's black.
Just a minute. Yeah, you're good. You're good right there, Robin.
Yeah.
Yep, you're
And
good.
I think that works.
Okay. I think we'll wait to just sit tight. We're gonna wait till after 9:30 because people who were expecting us to start at 9:30. Yeah, we've got Robin right here now, Paula, and we're gonna talk about this is a piece Robin finished, so we're gonna talk about that. But we'll wait till after 9:30 our time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was the perfect way to get you addicted to Evlia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, very
Yeah.
effective.
And what was that?
Discount on the next one when you bought one.
Yeah.
It's like a drug deal. It's like a drug dealer. The first one's free, and then
Yeah.
Well, isn't Gina B Silkworks kind of like that too?
oh that. Well, like I said
Yeah.
yesterday, yeah, Gina's here, but like I said yesterday, when putting the show together, it's like we don't have time for all of this. We have to trim it down a little bit. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. Yeah, we're just before you signed on, we were saying that people should set aside some time to go to Gina B Silkworks, and 5 minutes is not going to do it.
No. No.
I've been tempted, but I've got so many things already in the works and planned,
That's not an
and I
excuse,
do know how
Robin.
to
You
do
know that.
You can sing that song all day long, Robin.
No, doesn't
Yeah,
count.
but you know I'm not a monogamous. I'm not a monogamous stitcher. You know I have at least 4 different things going every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Same
Deaf Ears
here.
here on not buying more.
Okay.
So. And Cindy hasn't been on because she's busy working on Phoenix.
Oh, gonna make me look bad then. Okay.
I'll rat her out.
Yeah, well.
Well, you're doing the live show Sunday. She wants to have something to show.
Yep. It won't be the first time we've showed up for a show and I've done essentially nothing. So, good. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks a lot. Yeah, 2:00 Eastern time, Sunday. We're gonna do a live show on the Phoenix sampler. So we'll have Lori Mann with us, and Jessica, and Cindy, and me, and Beth, and talk about the band sampler, the Phoenix band sampler. And I can assure you, looking at mine, that if you have not started and you want to start, you have plenty of time. Plenty of time. You can actually get it set it up, and start stitching and be ahead of me in about 3-4 hours. Yeah, no problem. But
You
that's
have your fabric. Your fabric's on the slate frame,
yep, on a
correct?
slate frame, and I've done some of the first row, but not a lot.
Okay, but
Yeah.
at least you started.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Well, I
mean,
get.
sometimes that's the biggest
Oh,
hurdle.
oh, Paula, that is hilarious.
Oh no. Oh man.
I don't see the comments, so I can't see the chat.
Oh, they were moving furniture around at Paula's house today and found 2 lost bobbins of threads. So
Oops.
that's where they went. I knew I had those colors.
And did they have four-legged help?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Everybody's back. Everybody's back together. This is going to be a crazy race. So this is an uphill finish. Tade
Is
back
this
in
a short
yellow
leg
today.
today?
No, they've just been going fast, really fast. This should have been essentially the same as yesterday. It's pretty much the same course profile, just lumpy. But these guys have just been riding out of their minds today. Oh,
so
Paula, no 4 legs here. Oh no.
Who fell?
Oh, a whole bunch of them.
Back in the Peloton.
Ugh,
oh,
ugh. Couple don't
oh,
look like.
Almeida's down.
Yep. Couple don't look like they're getting up anytime soon. Oh no,
No.
a UAE
Oh, and
rider.
he's sort of on his collarbone.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh.
You can almost tell when those collarbones go.
Oh,
Oh, Almeida was having such a good tour so far too. He was what, 6th, I think.
Jesus.
Oh,
No, it's not going a big group that reaches Paris this year.
yeah. It was like 4 or 5 years ago where there's so many people out that
Yeah,
the final peloton was really reduced. Oh
really,
man.
really, really tiny. Yeah. Phew. Oh dear.
All those $15,000 and $20,000 bikes just busted up. Just
Ouch.
Oh, it's just somebody braking too fast. Hey.
yeah, yeah,
Oh. Ooh. Ah,
yeah, yep.
ooh.
Somebody touches a
Yeah.
wheel, hits the brakes, and somebody else isn't paying
Yeah.
attention, and the dominoes fall. Yep. So easy to
Jeez.
do. Yeah, those 2 guys aren't going anywhere.
Nope.
Oh no,
Oh.
don't make him. Oh, they got to get him off the road. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Almeida got back on it. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, got back on it,
Oh.
finishes the stage, and then gets up tomorrow morning. And goes, no, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Or they look
Adrenaline.
him over later tonight and he has broken almost every bone in his
Yeah, yeah,
body. Yeah.
yeah. Adrenaline runs out, and it's like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah.
Well, glad Almeida got up. I hope he can get back in the group.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Portuguese were looking forward to him finishing top 10.
Yeah. Van Aert is in the front as well.
Well, Paul, I hope he gets back on the into the group.
Yeah.
They're under 3K, so this is going to be a fun finish.
Oh yeah. And it's hot. They started out sort of okayish with sort of 24 degrees, but at the finish it's about 30.
Oh
So
boy,
yeah,
that's toasty. Is it humid?
very
You know?
toast. Um,
It's in the
well,
low
we're close to
90s.
the coast, so we
Oh,
should
so
be okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Look out! Here we go.
Mm.
Starting to get strung out now.
Wow.
Welland's trying to show off that polka dot.
Yeah.
Vanderpool's dropped. Evenepoel can't hang
Mm.
on.
No. No, this stage should have been earlier on.
Yep. Tade's waiting to see who does what.
Wow.
Vingegaard not to be seen. Toddy has another gear. You know he does.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just sitting there. Van Aert thinks he's got a shot here. This is when it's really fun.
Yeah. No. And it's the three best ones riding together, so that's fun.
Oh, it's Cindy working on the Phoenix band sampler, trying to show off on Sunday. Okay.
Oh.
Not today.
Yeah,
Robin ratted you
I
out.
ratted you out.
She said you've been
That's all
pounding
right.
away at it.
That's all right. I have, I think about 4 motifs done on that top row. Everything.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then I might be able to be in your ball game then, folks.
And
Yeah,
Folks, we started early because the race is going to be over in about 10 minutes. So we started early. That's why we're already on now that it's the actual formal starting time. So the race is going to be over in maybe 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
But Robin's here, and we're going to look at the piece she just finished and listen to Cindy brag about over Phoenix sampler progress. No? But Jessica got her Jessica's done, so, you know, that's big.
woohoo!
woohoo!
So we'll stay on for a while. We're not going to just shut it off. We'll stay on for a little bit, but the racing is butt over. And sorry, but I'm locked in here because this is going to be a burner of a finish.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
So I changed the way the Spratz heads are stitched on that first band because I didn't like
Oh, okay.
what she did.
Ooh, that'll be fun to
Partly-
talk about.
Partly because I can't see very well
Oh,
on this linen
yeah,
because it's so dark.
yeah.
And I'm using my craft optics and an LED light above it to
Holy smokes.
to get enough light so I can see what I'm doing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle.
Here goes Toddy. Look out.
He's getting nervous.
He's
Yeah.
gone. He's going.
Yep.
Yep.
There's.
He got it.
Ooh.
Yep. Man, that guy.
Jesus. He's
Oh,
so much faster.
he just Toddy won, Paula. Don't even play games, Paula. You knew a half hour ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Who won?
Yeah.
They're already watching him in the
Oh yeah, and
interview
all
room.
the Jessicas are done. Yeah. Wow.
On that band.
Are
Too
there
funny.
more?
Uh-oh. Spoil it for her, Cindy. Spoil
Probably.
it.
I don't have it in front of me.
Oh.
I don't
So the
know.
first band has something that she calls partial tri. I don't know. I can't remember what she called it. I can tell you in a minute.
Because Jessica's working the center there, yeah.
Yeah.
She likes Jessica's
Look at that.
almost as much as Curdy Biggs.
Here comes here comes the yellow jersey. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna finish. Whatever. These guys are nuts. I'm out.
Yeah, that was insane today.
Yep.
Jeez.
And I don't think Vingegaard was with him, so he gained on him again.
Yeah.
Jonas is.
Yeah, no. Vingegaard was on his wheel.
Oh, was he? Oh, I didn't notice
Yeah,
that.
Vingegaard was second. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I was looking for a Jumbo Visma jersey. He must be wearing something else then.
no, he is in the Visma one, the
Oh, I
normal
thought that
one.
was Van Aert that was on his wheel.
No,
Oh, that was.
no.
Oh, I thought that was Wout. Oh, okay. What do I know? Almeida
Oh
lose
gosh, Paula,
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
That's a lot.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, so that was Jonas on his wheel. Okay, I thought that was Wout Van Aert. The rest of the guys, here comes the polka dot jersey. Yeah, I can't keep up with that. Yeah.
No, that was insane.
What's the polka dot jersey?
The best mountain climber.
Okay.
Yeah, yep, 11. Yeah, you're right. That's Jonas.
Yeah.
He just shakes his head. Jonas just shakes his head like, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I give those two credit because they really respect each other, and there's always a handshake at the end, and
That's nice.
yeah, they do it right.
Yeah.
And the power those guys carry.
Yeah. And the punch that Tadej Pogacar has, that he can just sort of from sitting, standing up, and he is gone.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. It's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, Paul, I'm corrected now. It was Jonas.
Yeah.
They even got a second or two on the other guys.
Mm.
Here comes Wout. Okay. There's no way Jonas is going to pick up a minute 14 over the next 2 weeks. There's just no way.
No.
Primo's finished.
Yeah.
One of the podcasts I listened to said that he said he didn't care much about whether he won or not. He was just wanted to finish, which for him would be a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's weird. I mean, he has won the Giro, he has won the Vuelta,
Yeah.
but the Tour de France is just not for him.
No. Oh, Jonas lost 3 seconds because of the bonus.
Oh.
Oh, man. That's quite a top 5. Primo's at 3 minutes. So Almeida fell out of the top 10. That hurts.
Yeah.
Oop, sorry. Cords are getting caught on stuff. Okay, what she calls a Jessica stitch, the hearts. I would not call that a Jessica stitch.
No?
It's a crescent.
Oh.
None of the stitches go under other stitches, which is characteristic of a Jessica. The last stitches of a Jessica go underneath
Yeah, they go
previous
in.
stitches, so you
Right.
can't tell
Yeah.
where it starts. So she also does something in the first band she calls an open Jessica triangle, and here again I wouldn't call that a Jessica of any sort.
Ah,
It's a crescent or something like that. But she does do a square Jessica,
okay.
so that one will be fun.
Yeah. That one's open, yeah. No. Yeah, I didn't enjoy those crescenty heart type thingies that she calls heart Jessicas. No.
So I kind of struggle with them too. I've done a lot of them, and I always seem to have to do the first one 2 or 3 times before I really get it figured out.
Yeah. And the fun
Well,
thing
and
here
doing
is
them
that
on
you do them in
linen,
every direction.
Sorry?
and doing them on linen is not what these stitches are normally done on. They're canvas
Yeah.
stitches.
Yeah.
So on the dark canvas then, Cindy, you had to change that top part. What did you change?
I just did a regular. So she calls it an open Sprat's head triangle over 10,
Yeah.
which I don't think is the way the main chart is drawn. I think it's shown over 12, but regardless, she starts kind of in the middle underneath, which is not how you
Ooh,
typically start a Sprat's head.
Oh no.
right.
So the
You
first 2
start from the outside and
stitches,
work in.
yeah, you start from the outside and go from the bottom or the top and go to the sides, and that's how I did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you using the master chart as your guide, or
I'm flipping back and forth between the two.
because
Yeah.
because I was using the master chart just to make sure that my counting was right.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, I got to dig into
And
this.
I've seen that discrepancy before between how it was charted in the enlarged graph for the stitch versus what's on the master. The count is not the same.
Yeah.
So
No.
just be aware.
So if I blow the master up on my computer, it looks to me like the stitches, those Sprat's head stitches go over 12 threads, and she says 10. So either way, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do
No,
it the way you
I would
like
agree
it.
with you. I count over 12 too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And they look a little different on the master chart. It looks like the first two stitches are on top. So I don't know. This will be something for us to discuss.
Yeah.
And a a good resource for some of these Hilton stitches might be good for people to have as a backup reference
Yeah.
if they're not comfortable with doing them. I
Right.
do them
Right.
all the time. So
Yeah.
But I still go to Twisty Stitches by Boren and Lake
yeah.
because sometimes what's in the pattern, the diagrams just aren't clear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The only problem is twisty stitches is hard to find and it's really expensive.
Yeah, but I have an extensive library. Does
Well,
the
I
RSN
do
have
too.
any of these?
No, we don't do them.
Okay. Okay.
That summed that up right there.
However,
We just don't do them.
Yeah. No.
I haven't
well,
looked to see if
that's
any of them are in the
actually,
stitch bank. They
yeah,
might
because
be in
that's
the
actually
stitch
something
bank.
that Cindy and I were wondering. We were wondering about that, where they are so prevalent now in so many
Hmm.
canvas designs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they are not really done in Europe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the only canvas we can get is either white or the brown one.
Mm-hmm.
And all those
Mm-hmm.
colored canvases that you have, they don't exist.
Yeah.
Hand painted canvases, no. And I know, I mean, they're all made at Zweigart in Germany.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That makes
they are
no
not
sense.
available, not even when you go to their factory.
It makes no
Oh,
sense at
wow.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That makes no sense.
nah, yeah,
Have to go across the ocean to get them. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So anybody joining us here in the last 10 minutes, we started early and the racing is already over, and which is why we started early. So yeah, that works that way. Just remind everybody, no show tomorrow. I'm riding my bike with my sister, so no show, or my daughter, not my sister, my daughter. So no show tomorrow, but we'll be back Sunday. Sunday and Monday, and then Tuesday's a rest day. Unusual that Tuesday is a rest day. Usually it's a Monday. And
Yeah, but that
unusual.
is 14 Juillet, so they have to race on Monday because of the feast day in France.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay, back up, because I wondered why that was shifted. So what is it again?
14 Juillet. The 14th of July is the start of the French Revolution.
And they
yes.
have to race that day
Oh yeah. It's huge.
as a celebration or a recognition.
Yeah, it's always
Okay.
when in the breakaways you have all the French guys because they want to be seen by the TV cameras. Yeah,
Okay.
it's huge.
Oh, okay. Because I could not make any sense out of why it was on a Tuesday and why they were going so many stages before they had the. Okay, all right. Okay, now at least it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean it makes French sense. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. It's their race. They're entitled.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. So nothing Saturday. Sunday we'll be back at the usual time, and if we start early, it's because the racing is going so fast. I got back from my bike ride this morning. I had an email from Jessica that that they were just about done. Maybe we want to start early, so I had to I had to scramble, and I had to have something to eat. I was really hungry, and shower, and so we started early and just got some in here before our normal start time, and oh, good, Kendra, fantastic, glad to
Oh,
hear it.
great.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes Sunday. We may start a little early. Subscribe. You'll get notified when we go live. So, and then Monday is racing, and then nothing Tuesday because that's a rest day. I say nothing, but I have two podcast interviews scheduled Tuesday just because it's a race day or a day off. I did yesterday with Robert Osan and Jessica Pyle, and it'll be the Sunday show. Learned so much about haute couture and how that all operates and functions. And they have a new book coming out. It'll be out in November, and it was really fun. It was very different and very fun. Jessica Pyle, she's the embroiderer. Robert is a historian, and yeah, he's covered that world for a long time. So it was really fascinating. A couple great people, had a good time. So that'll be Sunday. A little different from the norm, but hey.
Yeah.
But the book is cool because in the book they've selected some. I think there's 8 garments that they selected from designers, and then Jessica shows you how to do the embroidery that's on those garments.
Oh,
That's what
oh,
makes the
that's
book so
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
neat.
it's not just your normal fashion book. It actually shows you how to do the needlework, how to do the on tool or whatever you use. One is on canvas, an entire dress done on needlepoint canvas.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really quite neat. Different approach, unique book. So yeah, good one. All right, let's look at Cindy's piece here. So tell us, Cindy.
Robin.
Gary,
Robin,
it's
what?
Robin's.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Cindy,
No.
and I need a nap. Yeah.
Um,
So Robin,
I often
Robin, tell
joke.
us about this thing Cindy stitched, will you?
I often joke that Cindy and I are interchangeable in a lot of ways, and we have a very good friend who will be looking right at one of us and call us the other name. So we're very used to that.
Yeah,
This
not a
is
big deal.
a collected. This is a collected decade by Textured Treasures, which is Karen Dudzinski,
Right.
who you have done a show with.
Nope,
And
haven't.
I know there are several people.
Nope.
Really? Because I know there's several people out there doing Dawn to Dusk.
Yeah, no, I've never actually done the show. Have tried to schedule it multiple times, and we just never can make it happen. So
And that's right. That's
she's
right.
on my
I
hot
remember
list.
that.
But yep.
So
Good.
if you go to her website and you look at this piece, the colors were, in my words, disgusting. They were the 553 and 211 were her 2 shades of purple. And then she had gray greens or beige greens, 644, and these are DMC numbers, and 642. And she stitched it on sage Jobelin. I have always had the ability to look past the colors on the cover of the pattern or on the website and see the design. And I loved this design. And I knew immediately that, one, I was going to stitch it on Congress cloth because at the Iowa State Fair, in the needlepoint division, there is a class called mixed techniques. And you have to have 2 of however many they list in your piece. Well, this one has pulled work and needlepoint, as well as some beading. And I went, aha, next year's state fair, no problem. I also, when I did the colors, I sat with my overdyes because this is me. I need to put an overdyed in just about everything I stitch. I can't help it. um, and so I was going through all my overdyes, and what's talking to me today? What's holding my attention that I keep coming back to it? This is a Valdani thread, and it's called Brights. I know I've got the number here somewhere. M45, and it's still in their line. And once I figured out this was my overdyed, I knew from that I wanted to work on the light blue Congress cloth. It would be a perfect. I had pearl cotton that matched that beautifully.
And
And then
was
I
the
went,
Valdani?
what
Sorry,
colors in this?
sorry, Robin. Is
Go
the
ahead.
Valdani an 8?
That is an 8.
Okay.
In the only place I used a 5 was in the border, and that's because the border tends to be straight stitches, and that's a DMC 5. And
And
then
you need something a little
I
bigger to
sat.
cover
Right,
for
right. I
straight
wasn't
stitches.
happy with how the 8 was working. I do have some size 8 in here in the border, because in the corner you've got an area where you've got multiple threads going into the same hole, and I knew with the 5 it would never work. And so I switched to that to do the corner motifs in the border. The yellow is Petite Sparkle Rays. And I just let the colors flow and run in the overdyed. I paid a little bit of attention every so often to make sure that when I started a new thread, I wasn't going to have too much of the same color in a row. But other than that, I've the and I did make some changes, minor changes, I think, to the design. In the top diamond, she didn't have any yellow around that at all. So in that one on the side, you can see that there's yellow. In her original design, there was no yellow around those 4 rows, stitches. And I counted and went, oh, well, if I do this, I can put a small band of yellow and makes it more in line with the other 2 sides. And then the diamonds with the pulled work in them, she used an over 8X cross to secure what she was using, which was, I believe it was flare.
Oh.
Now, that was the other thing. To me, some of the threads that she used were just too big for linen. She's using flare and neon rays on a 28 count Jobelin. And I've never looked like the way they looked, which is the other reason I went to Congress cloth. My diamonds with the pulled work in them, that is Painter's Thread Shimmer, and it happens to be Kandinsky. And this is all stuff I had here at the house. And it has the same colors as the Valdani overdyed. So you've got the yellow, the red, the green, the purple, the blue. I couched it down with the blue Chronic blending filament because I'm insane. And because I only did it over 4, I had to modify some of the filling stitches in the diamonds because some of her stitches just didn't work.
Yeah.
But again, I have Moira McNeil's Pull Thread Embroidery book, and I just went to that. There's some neon rays in there. There's some good old DMC floss on the 2 that are left and right now with the red beads in them. all of those rice stitches, that's 2 strands of DMC floss. And I primarily, my accent colors were the primaries, blue, red, and yellow,
Yep.
which is also a little unusual for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
The pale blue in the stars on the top and the bottom, that I wanted a little more sparkle in it. So I took a strand of opal blending filament and worked it with my pearl cotton.
Oh, okay.
Because the other again, and I did that to balance what was going on with the other 2 motifs that are left and right of that with the red beads. It needed a little more sparkle.
Yeah. Well, it sure worked out great.
It's very impressive.
Yeah,
Thank you. I love the border on this.
Yeah.
I
I do
Yeah.
just
too.
think that was such a cool border.
Yep.
And that's a modified herringbone that's done around the little, I call them lozenges. Um, yeah.
Mm.
Uh, for those who aren't used to working on canvas, Congress cloth is canvas, but it's 24 count.
Yeah. And one of the other reason for doing that, it's a lot easier to do pull work on it than it is on regular canvas.
Right.
Mm.
The other thing I found too, and again, this is because I was doing it on canvas, for the pulled work, I did not follow her stitch diagrams because it wasn't giving me enough pull, i.e. enough of an opening on the canvas. And that's something just because I've done so much of this that I knew I was going to encounter.
What around these, like this piece here, around the edge? What do you have wrapped over the? Is that?
That's the blending filament over the painter's thread shimmer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a dark blue.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
see
a
if I have what Kreinig number it happens to be
it's a
here.
neat
If I
effect.
can read my writing this morning. Well, and I chose that because it worked well with the shimmer and it was in the same family as the blues that I was using.
Yeah, it's a nice extra little touch in there. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. Dimensions of the piece? What is it? 10 by 10, 8 by 8?
It was done on a 16 by 16 canvas, so it's probably close to 13 by 13
Okay.
or thereabouts. Yeah, and that was the other thing. I sat and figured out, okay, if I'm scaling it down, how big is the piece going to be so that I'd know what I needed? Just a little bit of
Right.
basic math.
Yeah. It's very cheery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that blending filament was 051 HL. So it's the sapphire high luster.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
came out
other
really nice.
than needing to buy Congress cloth, everything else I already had.
Yeah. Sure is nice. Great.
Mm.
Thanks.
Yeah, it made me smile. This is a happy piece. This is a very happy
Oh yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
But like I said, go look at her original and then see
It's
this.
it's very different. Yeah, I just looked it up.
But that's
It's
why
very
That's why I'm always telling people, look past the colors. Look at the pattern.
yeah.
I picked up another one of her patterns. I will never work it in the colors that she worked it in because they don't appeal to me. But the pattern's really cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now I got it. Now I got to go look. What
Yeah.
textured
Well,
treasures? What's the name of the design now?
a collected decade.
Got to see now.
Yeah. You
Oh,
want to put it up so they can
yeah.
see.
Oh, I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up.
Yeah. It's a whole different animal what I did. And
Yeah.
that picture on her website shows the colors much better than the photo on the pattern. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's compared to that.
Even if you worked it in different colors on a different background, it would look totally different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keeping it all with the solids. Yeah.
interesting. Now, okay, this is just the fun part. So this center piece here,
Mm-hmm.
you did different.
Because the count wouldn't work.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I couched my outer part differently, I had a different number of threads inside.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I did in the middle of mine is the wave stitch.
Okay.
And she did one that was over an odd number of threads. There were two areas where I couldn't use her filling stitches.
Okay.
The center and the diamond that's up to the top left,
Oh yeah.
because that's a
Oh,
window
yeah.
pane filling. And that's again an odd number of stitches. It just didn't work. No matter how I started it and tried, it didn't work.
Hmm.
And
So
I
she got an odd number of
suspected I was going to
stitches.
run in.
She got an
What?
odd number of stitches. She got an odd number of stitches because of what she did to the
Yes,
border. Okay.
because of how she couched. Right. Her couching is over 8 threads. And when I tried that on the
Mm.
Congress cloth with what I was using, I didn't like the way it looked. It looked
Oh.
messy to me.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I went to over 4. And by doing that, I'm not intruding as much into the area where you can do the pulled work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a different number of threads, left top to bottom and left to right. So I found out quickly after doing the honeycomb stitch that if it was a what I call a 4x4 pulled work stitch, that would work in any of those.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah. But again, that goes back to I do a lot of pulled work
Right. Right.
because for the state fair, in the counted thread division, there's a pulled work category. So I do at least one every year for that one, and that's usually on linen. I love pulled work. It's such a tension reliever. It really
Yeah.
is.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the version on the cover of her kit. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll pass on that. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And she'll do a complete kit. That's nice.
Yeah.
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 Award winning. Well, we'll see how mine does, and we'll see if my changes come up with something
Mm.
Now this is
next year. Does she have a second colorway?
yeah. It's those two is what she's showing.
That's the chart. Yeah,
But now
that's
now
a decent
you
price for chart.
let me just yeah you did the bigger diamonds in the border. You did them differently. Yeah. Okay. I just was comparing because she's got yeah she's got a little different treatment in those big diamonds, but it doesn't matter. Just
Hmm.
just noticing things.
But part of it too is the fact that I was using an overdyed. Makes it look very different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other day when we were talking about Fibonacci, and you asked me if I would do another one on silk gauze, and I hesitated. I've been looking at the recent needle pointers, and I might try the Curdy Big piece that's on it in it on silk gauze just to see how it works.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Sonora and Sunset
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
is what it's called, I think. I'm wondering how Jessica's will work on 40 count.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
They
this one on
Yeah,
silk gauze. Yeah.
Mm.
Won't
Oh
come
yeah.
to
yeah.
you.
It's now there won't be any beads in the middle. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But I'll
Right.
find something sparkly that will work in the middle of those. Um, I love doing her stuff, and
Curdy
I've done a
stuff.
lot of it. Yeah, Curdy's stuff. I love that she's done a whole bunch of ornaments that are 3-dimensional and they're very easy to put together. Her instructions for putting them together are excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, her
I've
instructions are really
I've
good. Yeah.
stitched,
Mm.
yeah, and even in needle pointers, they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I like her stuff visually. It's just to me, it's just always too busy. It just always strikes me as one step too far, too often. Yeah. But
Well,
everybody.
one of the things though that you can, with her pieces, you can always back off on the beading
Right.
and still have a good design.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. So outstanding. Well, that's a nice one. That
Mm.
really came out nice. Yep.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. What are you
Mm.
flipping around there, Cindy? What are you working on?
I'm working on Tequila Sunrise.
Oh yeah.
She needs that for Saturday.
Oops, wrong Cindy. Now
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got all my stuff. I got all my stuff goofed up now. There's Jessica.
Oh, wrong Cindy again.
Jessica.
Here, I'm gonna change this because my tabs
Oh.
say Cindy and then I get a Robin. So here, let's do this and do this, and now we have a
There we
Cindy.
go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
pretty.
Yeah. The
So
this
green, purple,
the
and orange.
yes, and this is the pattern.
Yeah.
So it's another
Yep.
Curdy Biggs out of needle pointers, and this is what we're
Mm.
doing for the next 3 months, I think, in our Blue Ribbon chapter.
Yeah.
So here's that crescent
Mm-hmm.
again, a
Yep.
different version of it, Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think this is the fourth time I've stitched it, and it still doesn't match the chart.
Oh.
Oh.
Jessica's
Yeah.
over all of them. She's moved on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm healed.
Yeah, the my overdyed is called Trick or Treat, and it's from Be Stitch Me.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is a nice one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So purple, orange, and green.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And her color runs are pretty short and pretty consistent. This is the first time I've used one of
Mm-hmm.
her overdyes, I think, so I'll be interested to see how it stitches on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ones that use the overdyed.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm. Cool.
Whereas on the Mandarin floss that I'm using, they're a little bit longer, so I have to pay attention and I've done a little bit of fussy cutting to get all of the different colors in one strand that isn't too long.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and you run into that. The Valdani is another one with very long intervals of each color. They've done something really neat though. They've introduced an S series, which is the S stands for short color sequence. I've
Oh.
ordered
Oh,
some. Yes.
Hmm.
They don't have a lot of color. Oh, they've done two things that I'm really excited about. The short sequences. So I've ordered an 8 and a 12 to see how that works out for heart anger, because that's usually what I use it for. But it's workable on other things. And then they have metallicized. They've put a metallic thread in with some of their pearl cottons, and they're gorgeous. It's a little bit of
ooh,
sparkle. So I've
yeah.
ordered some of that. We'll see how yeah,
Oh.
Ooh.
just a little bit.
Oh, that.
Oh, damn, Cindy, I can't give it to you for Christmas.
Nope.
And the one that she's got on the left is the one that I ordered because I have a painter's thread fabric that I think that's going to match beautifully.
Mm.
That's really different looking
Kind of
thread. Yeah.
So it's
in the orchid
interesting.
family.
It it's over dyed, plus it's got the sparkle in it, but
Yeah.
it's a
Yes,
monochromatic over dye. And I have one more,
yes.
which is this
The
one,
yellow.
which is no,
No,
it's supposed to be gray, but it looks brown taupe
there's more.
to me.
There's more beige. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
and they're big
They
spools. They have
always
80
60
meters.
meters. Oh,
80.
80?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Manufacturer and
Because
what's the name of the
usually
thread?
Valdani,
Well, it's Valdani, but on the label it says, hang on
it
just a
says
second,
wave. Does it say
waves.
wave? Yeah.
It says waves.
They outsourced it. They made the overdyed and then they sent it to another company to add the metallic.
Oh,
If I
okay.
remember what their website said.
Mm.
And this is size 8. Does it come in other sizes?
Yes, they've introduced the 12s and they're planning on 5 as well.
Wow.
Okay.
So very versatile
Yeah.
Mm.
I love this
and
dark
more
red.
colors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They seem
cool.
to be really
And the
putting
other thing,
they seem to be really putting a push on to add colors and
yes,
But they are
and
discontinuing some of the older colors and some of the more highly
they do that.
variegated colors.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I have a bunch of their highly overdyed with little notes in the plastic bag saying no longer made.
Yeah.
So I know that what I've got, that's it. Um,
Yeah.
Bye,
But
Eileen.
you
the
can find it in the shop.
Hi.
Shops sometimes have it for a while because,
old
it doesn't
stock,
sell.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing they're doing that I'm really excited about, they're making color cards with actual threads for their overdyes as well as their solids. And their solids in pearl cottons, they've got 144 colors. They've got DMC beat because they do them in 5, 8, 12,
Mm.
all of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a
And
lot
3.
more leeway.
They also do 3.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
you know,
And
not many
the
of us
neat
use
thing
3,
is
rope,
but
small rope.
their their colors are the same no matter what you buy. So if you buy their floss, it's the same numbering. It's the same
Oh.
colors
Yeah.
that are in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
May have to
Yeah, I've
have.
seen them because they are a European company, and I was offered to do a little bit of a review on their normal floss, but I found it very hairy. It wears like nobody's business.
Hmm.
So it's not mercerized then. It's very soft.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Their pearl cottons, I don't find that as an issue.
Right.
Okay.
And I've used I've used a lot of them for heart hanger. I know people who quilt and have used them, and they don't seem to have issues in that medium either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it put me off. I
Yeah.
thought, oh, if the floss is like that, then no, thank you. But yeah.
No, the pearl cotton
And of course, you don't
is,
see it here. When we ordered, it is ordering from a website.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Well,
But if you can get a color
one of
card,
the,
that helps.
Yeah,
Right.
that
yes.
helps.
And they're putting new ones out this fall, which will have their new colors in it. So I'm waiting until then, and I'll go. Here, they've got a distributor out of Canada, and so it's relatively easy to get if the shops don't happen to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Kendra,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know how color fast
Romania.
they are.
No.
They are color fast.
Okay.
They are color fast, and it says that not only on the website, but I think some of my newer skeins or balls say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
I don't know if it's on the wave one. I'll have to check.
I like that wave stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so neat. It is so neat.
Yeah.
I think I got mine from Rusty Crow or Hattie and Della. Those
Okay.
are the two that I buy Valdani's from.
And they didn't have it. I checked because I was going to go with them first. They didn't
Okay, so
have the ones I wanted.
must have gotten it at Rusty Crow.
You find
And I
it.
didn't find it
You
on their
find that.
website either when I looked recently.
Because what's the Cosmo thread? Snuggly Monkey?
Snuggly Monkey. Yeah.
Snuggly Monkey is the
Ugly
Cosmo
Monkey's
thread.
where I found.
Rusty
That's
Crow for
where
Valdani.
Yep. Yeah. And I've
Only
used both.
Cindy.
I've used all three of those. Snuggly Monkey is where I found the pearl cotton, the Cosmo pearl cotton.
Yeah.
That is the over dyed.
Yeah. Now, if you want Cosmo threads, that Snuggly Monkey, boy, they get it in the mail right now, and they usually have
Yes.
the full line. Yeah. The only
And it comes. They send it in these nice little boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
They send you a card asking, "What are you going to do with it?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know yet.
Don't know.
Right. Now, what was I ordered some colors, and then I needed black for that Fractor Bees, and
Yeah.
oh, and they shipped it out right away, and it got lost in the mail, and they couldn't ship
Oh,
it
no.
to me. They couldn't ship it to me again because some store had just called and bought everything they had. But then,
Oh, no.
then she did get some, and she shipped it to me, and then 2 days later, the original order showed up in the mail. So it's just, but oh yeah, she was fantastic through that whole thing. I mean, she was on top of it the entire way. But yeah, so Snuggly Monkey for Cosmo, Rusty Nail. What Rusty who?
Rusty Crow.
Rusty Crow.
Rusty Crow for Valdani.
And I think both of them are quilt shops.
Yeah. Rusty Crow is.
Yeah.
Snuggly Monkey might be, but I think they're a quilt shop and a little bit more.
Yeah. So easy to remember.
And
Yeah, because
that's
the
how I
Valdanis
found
were
out
showing up with the quilters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I found out about Valdani a long time ago. The
Well,
quilt
isn't
shop
that,
in Amana had it in.
Isn't that really Cosmo? It's more their origin that if you want good Cosmo selection, you go to a quilt shop. They tend to have it more than yeah. I love that Cosmo thread. It's fantastic. It is fuzzy. It'll fuzz up, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's so smooth. It's so soft. Really nice, yeah. What was that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna
To me, it's stitched like silk.
this. I might do this in Cosmo or color and cotton, one or the other. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I find myself looking for alternatives to DMC just because the colors are sometimes so much
Just for
nicer.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is. But
Oh,
I
It's
enjoy
just
that
fun to use
Cosmo
different
thread. I really
colors.
do.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. So, Kendra, which one color fast? Cosmo or Valdani?
Valdani.
Um, Valdani?
Honey.
Yeah.
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 I assume Cosmo is too. I don't know. Don't know.
I haven't used it on anything that would need to be washed, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
And I don't have any convenient. It's in my inventory.
Well, let me see if it says on the label here. %, cotton, made in Japan. It doesn't say anything about whether it's color
Oh.
fast.
You have to go to the website.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Let me just see if I can scare up something here.
Yeah, but their colors line. Oh, I love some of their combinations.
This is just your standard lame Google search. All Cosmo floss is color fast and fade resistant.
There you go.
So there we have it. Yep. But yeah, if people haven't tried Cosmo Thread, give it a shot. You'll like it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah.
No, I've never seen it so far.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
No. Not in shops, but when I was in Munich, the one stitch shop that we have, the Mercerie, they had Trailhead, and it's tensile thread.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Mm.
Oh,
That is really cool stuff.
I have some of that.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten it from the Thread Gatherer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a company
she,
from Canada, and they do hand-dyed tensile thread, and it's very soft, very shiny, and it keeps its sheen when you're stitching.
oh,
Probably about a size 5 pearl equivalent.
Yeah, so I think something between 5 and 8. It
And
says it's
8.
an 8 weight,
neat.
but it seems to
Okay.
be slightly fatter than Pearl Cotton 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the other thing I've noticed in the pearl cottons, because I use a lot of different types. Anchor and DMC, same size, no problem. But if you throw in some Presencia Finca and some Valdani, you will notice there is a difference. And it shows up in how well they cover on certain fabrics.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Sue
Yeah,
Spargo is the same.
especially,
Hers tends to be twisted, I think, a little tighter. So
yeah.
the 8 and the 5 seem a little bit smaller than 8 and 5
Mm.
and the other
Mm.
pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gina, highly recommended. Give it a shot if you can get it.
Hmm.
It's always the thing when we talk with people from Europe, like Jessica, I can't get it. Jeez.
Hey.
Okay, so that raises that old tax question, shipping and tax question. If I shoved a dozen skeins in an envelope and sent it to you, Jessica, do you get hit extra for that?
If it's not too many, say put in 2 or 3 skeins, it will be fine. It will slip through. But more than that is probably a problem. Yeah.
Jeez.
Even if on the customs form it's declared as a gift.
Yeah, because I'm a business and they know.
Oh,
Ah, ah,
it's
okay.
so
I'm
frustrating.
Because I
well
know
known at the tax office.
What's your neighbor's address?
Stupidly the same.
here.
Oh.
Send it to your husband?
No, it doesn't work. Now he's
Oh.
for once he's a
Really?
business also, so that doesn't
Oh.
help.
Ah,
But the whole gift thing,
There's
it
usually a
doesn't
dollar
really
amount on that. At least I know
again.
to Canada, there's a dollar amount on that.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, and they include the postage as well. I pay tax over your postage, which is
Oh, come on.
yeah, yeah, no,
Greedy.
Oh,
yeah. No. But the good thing is, guys, I have free healthcare, and I'm very grateful for that.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's of course a trade-off.
Yeah. But still,
Yeah,
it's such a hassle to just send you a bunch of thread. It's crazy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah. But
Let's
Oh,
see.
no,
oh,
Gifts
we
in
could
the
start a
EU over
small
five.
campaign.
no, I see it.
Gifts in the EU over €5 are subject if they are sent.
That.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, yeah.
It's maddening.
Well, we could start a campaign to just everybody send her one skein
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
every
sounds.
so often,
Yeah.
and that would go through without an issue.
Nah, yeah, that was when was that Nordic Needle? Yeah,
Yeah.
they had
Hmm.
those
Yeah.
subscription boxes, and sometimes they were
Ah,
text, and sometimes they weren't. And I couldn't get my head around it what it was because every month you basically got the same things, but sometimes the tax officer thought, "Ooh, that's more expensive," or "It looks more expensive than the other month," and I was taxed, and sometimes I wasn't. So yeah,
Oh,
no, yeah,
that's
no,
crazy.
but
vital,
To pay
vital.
tax on our postage is ridiculous.
I
That's
yeah,
think
just,
that is the
stupid.
part I don't get. The
yeah.
other things I get, but paying tax over postage, that's the part I don't get.
Yeah,
No.
that's twisting the knife there. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's just cruel. Jeez.
And it wasn't so
Uh,
bad, but of course, since COVID, the postage has gone up so much
yeah.
that it now really makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ugh. Yep. All right. I think we'll wrap this one up. Be back Sunday now. We will not be here tomorrow. I'll be on my bike sweating in the hot sun. So back Sunday at the normal time, unless the racing is nuts, and then we'll sign on early. Subscribe, and then you'll get notified. And then at 2 o'clock Eastern time will be our live show with the Phoenix Sampler. So join us for that. And that'll be a live show also. So if you're interested in that and have questions, you can ask them. And if you're doing it, you can see that you're no further ahead than me. That I guarantee. So, all right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Appreciate you coming
Bye.
along. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.